Therapy? Leave the poly women alone. Anyone have experience with poly relate looking up for a while, she decided we should consider ourselves dating because it was definitely more than just casual. She's engaged, and I knew this was all before anything happened, so I didn't get into anything assuming she would be the one. But I'm having a really hard time not falling head over heels in love with her. Would it be stupid to make the most of my time I have with her and not think too hard about it? It's definitely hard to convince myself to keep things casual when my boy and a girl is giving me special attention. I'm loving it, but it's definitely not easy. What when I can't let my feelings run wild? What to do? It's only true if you decide that it's true. What do you mean that you could not marry her in the eyes of the state? That's something that's important to you. Then you owe it to yourself, to her. Honor that fact. To be upfront with your position, that you feel unable to exceed some threshold of intimacy beyond what you've unfairly treated or otherwise memorized. Many poly folks simply don't get married for similar reasons. Personally, I just don't really respect the state's opinion on that matter, so I would gladly have wives. I would expect to love those wives in totally new ways. It's not truthfully for a husband to decide how deep that love would go once begun. I would do my best regardless to try and be clear that I weren't able to promise bounds if I felt that were the case, though, and I would be prepared to hear a no from the other interested parties. In reality, I don't think I'm that sort of person. I really couldn't tell you whether I'd be interested in getting involved with someone known it were likely not to go anywhere other than fun, I guess. I probably would shamelessly break my own heart like the dog I. It's a pain I'd rather enjoy taking out and hanging out. If you feel you have to know, be involved with the husband, just say so. You can read, listen to books, and this kind of thing. By the way, there are all sorts of ways, phrases that might help you to know, like kitchen table poly might be a useful one to describe myself, where parallel poly is useful to describe others. I could.
A woman will tell a man exactly what is going on, her views, what she wants, and a man will go on a forum and still do this. It just boggles my mind.
Much more serious than I am, and it's only something we discussed. Obviously, she feels some level of intimacy towards me because it was her idea that we date instead of. But there's also only so serious we can be. I'm not very insecure that it comes to the idea of her of people or feelings like that. Basically, from the get go, she expressed that things can only get so serious.
I feel like he should really be expressing all of this to her rather than starting a thread because no one's going to give him validation. He knew what it was from the beginning.
I like her a lot. More than at the level of seriousness we've talked about this as well, and it's not an issue that I like her a lot, but it's hard for me to handle because there's only so serious you can get. So I don't know what to do with the emotional energy I'm feeling. Whoa, this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. Therapy? Leave the poly women alone. That's what I think. It's not for you. He wants his cake, and he wants the cake to be on his birthday, but it's not. It's everyone else's birthday. This is basically how I feel about the situation. I feel like I've accepted that we can only get so serious even if I wanted to, though I know that doesn't necessarily mean it's off the table. This is basically how I feel about the situation. I feel like I've accepted that we can only get so serious even if I wanted to, though I know that doesn't necessarily mean it's off the table. Maybe we grow into it. We started off how we did and went on to this, so it's not out of the question, but I don't want to hold on to hope that things will change because the expectations have already started off kind of set. So even if I'm fully okay and on board with the fact that they have a whole polycule formed already, I'm just trying to figure out how to get my feelings under wraps. Thank you for different phrases to describe poly relationships. I'm looking into them to see if anything does offer me insight on how I'm feeling. Wow. Well, then you have it. No, I presume it's off the table. She said so outright. Yeah. I don't have any advice for this. Sounds bad, man. You probably want to try and pursue relationships that make you feel valued for such feelings. This is no advice that can help you not feeling this. It's just sounded like incompatibility, and you would probably be better off pursuing others. The feelings are only going to get worse, so to speak. It's like pressure building up in a pipe. If it can't flow one way, I'll have to find another way to rupture. Yeah, yeah, because I'm sorry. I've said it in another video, why do men, I'm saying men in this instance, for this specific instance, why do men go after certain types of women and think that those women are going to see my lights? They said, don't do it. Why do men go after certain types of women and think those women are going to change for them or change with them or like grow into changing with them? Like, this, no, baby. No, baby, we're not animals. You cannot domesticate a woman. That's what I mean. People do, like, but that's not something that's going to change. If they are poly, they're not going to be like, you know what, you just want me and you're fulfilling me enough. They wouldn't be poly if they wouldn't be poly. They, I don't know. They just wouldn't be. They wouldn't be. They wouldn't be. Because it's a realization you have with self where you realize that's not fulfilling, but I love and care for that person. I also love and care for this person. I also love and care for this person. But I'm fulfilled in different ways with these different people. That is what she is experiencing. And you think that you can be all of those things just because you're falling head over heels for her? That's not her problem. I love that no one's shaming her though, because it is incompatibility.